Your phone rings, your heart races, your hands get sweaty. You stare at the screen, paralyzed. Should you answer? What if you don't understand? What if you freeze? You let it go to voicemail. Then you feel guilty. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Phone anxiety is real. And for English learners, it's even worse. Today, we're fixing that.
Last Tuesday, unknown number. I let it ring 5 times before I finally answered. It was a job interview I had scheduled. I was so nervous I forgot my own name when they asked.
That's the panic response. Your brain sees the phone as a threat. No visual cues, no body language, just your voice and your English exposed. But here's what you need to know. Phone calls follow patterns, predictable patterns. Once you know the patterns, you can prepare. Once you prepare, the panic disappears.
Patterns? Like a script?
Exactly. 80% of business phone calls use the same 20 phrases. Greetings, clarifications, holding, transferring, ending. Learn these 20 phrases and you can handle almost any call. It's not about being spontaneous, it's about being prepared.
20 phrases? That seems manageable.
It is. Let's start with the opening. When you answer, you need 3 pieces of information: who you are, where you are, and how you can help. Good morning, this is Sarah from marketing. How can I help you? Clear, professional, confident.
What if I'm not at work? What if it's a personal call?
Same structure, casual tone. Hello, this is Sarah, or just Sarah speaking. Short and clear. The key is identifying yourself immediately so the caller knows they reached the right person.
I always hesitate. I say hello like a question, like I'm not sure I should have answered.
That hesitation signals fear. Replace it with a statement. Hello, this is Sarah. Period. Not a question. You're claiming the conversation, not asking permission to have it.
That feels more powerful, more in control.
It is. Now, when you make a call, you need a slightly different opening. Greeting, your name, your purpose. Good morning, this is Sarah from ABC Company. I'm calling about the invoice we discussed last week. This gives the listener context immediately. They know who you are and why you're calling.
I usually just say, hi, it's Sarah, and then I panic about what to say next.
That's the problem. Vague openings create panic. Specific openings create confidence. Prepare your purpose before you dial. Write it down if you need to. I'm calling to confirm tomorrow's meeting. I'm calling to ask about the job application. Know your why.
Preparation prevents panic.
Exactly. Now let's talk about the scariest part, when you don't understand what they said. On video calls, you can see confusion. On phone calls, you're blind. But here's the secret. You don't need to understand everything. You just need to understand anything.
But I feel stupid asking them to repeat.
Don't. Native speakers ask for clarification all the time. Bad connection, background noise, multitasking. It's normal. The phrase, I'm sorry, could you repeat that? Is used constantly in English-speaking workplaces. It's not a sign of weakness. It's a sign of professionalism.
What if I still don't understand the second time?
Then you get specific. I'm sorry, the line is breaking up. Could you say that last part again? Or I didn't catch the date. Could you repeat just that? Narrowing down shows you're listening, just having technical trouble.
So I can blame the technology instead of my English.
Yes. And sometimes it really is the technology. But even when it's your English, the line is bad saves face for everyone. It's a social lubricant, use it freely.
What about when they speak too fast? That's my biggest problem.
You have the right to ask for slower speech. Could you speak a bit more slowly, please? I want to make sure I get all the details. This frames it as you being thorough, not you being bad at English. You're caring about accuracy.
That's a good refrain. I'm being careful, not incompetent.
Exactly. Now let's talk about holding and transferring. These are actually your friends. They give you time to breathe, to think, to prepare. When someone asks, "Can you hold?" you say, "Of course, thank you." When you need to put them on hold, you say, "Could you hold for a moment while I check that information?"
I always feel awkward during hold silence.
That silence is your gift. Use it. Take a breath. Look up the word you forgot. Prepare your next sentence. They can't see you. They don't know you're checking notes. Use the time.
What about transferring? I hate when I get transferred and have to explain everything again.
Then set it up properly. I'm going to transfer you to David in accounting. He handles all invoice questions. I'll give him a quick summary first, so you don't have to repeat everything. This shows professionalism and care.
That would make me feel so much better as the caller.
Yes. And when you're being transferred, get the name and direct number. Who am I being transferred to, and what's their direct line in case we get disconnected? This gives you control and a backup plan.
Control reduces anxiety.
It does. Now let's talk about endings. The goodbye is your chance to confirm next steps and leave a good impression. Never just say, "Okay, bye." That's forgettable. Instead, summarize and confirm. "So I'll send you the report by Thursday, and you'll review it by Monday. Is that correct?"
That shows I was listening and we agree.
Exactly. Then add appreciation. "Thank you for your time today. I appreciate your help." Or, "Thanks for clarifying that. I'll get started right away." End on warmth and action.
What if the call went badly? I fumbled my words. I misunderstood. I sounded unprofessional.
Then do a recovery call or email. "I wanted to follow up on our conversation and clarify one point I didn't explain well." People respect honesty and follow through. One bad call doesn't define you. How you handle it does.
Recovery shows professionalism.
Yes. Now let's talk about preparation. Before any important call, write down 5 things. Your opening sentence, the 3 main points you need to cover, your closing sentence, and 2 phrases for clarification. Have this paper in front of you during the call.
I could read from notes. Isn't that cheating?
It's not cheating. It's preparation. Professionals do this all the time. They have agendas, talking points, scripts. You think politicians speak off the cuff? They rehearse. You can too.
That takes so much pressure off. I don't have to be perfect.
You don't. You have to be prepared. There's a huge difference. Perfection is impossible. Preparation is achievable. And preparation beats perfection every time.
What about voicemail? I hate leaving voicemails. I never know what to say.
Voicemails are actually easier because you can prepare exactly. "Hi, David. This is Sarah from ABC Company. I'm calling about the March 15th delivery. Please call me back at 555-1234. Again, that's 555-1234. Thanks. 30 seconds. Name, purpose, callback number, repeated number."
That's it. No long explanation.
No. Voicemails are for callbacks, not conversations. Give them a reason to call back. Keep it brief. If they want details, they'll call. If you ramble, they'll delete.
What about taking messages? When someone calls from my boss and she's not here,
Get 4 pieces of information: who is calling, what company, what it's regarding, and their callback number. "May I ask who's calling? And what company are you with? What's this regarding? And what's the best number to reach you?" Write it down. Repeat it back. "Let me make sure I have this right. John from XYZ Company, calling about the contract at 555-6789.
repeating back shows I got it right.
Yes, and it gives them confidence that their message will be delivered accurately. Small detail, big impact.
This is all so practical. I feel like I could handle a call now.
You can. And here's the final mindset shift. The person on the other end is just a person. They have calls that go badly too. They get nervous too. They forget words too. You're not being judged by a perfect robot. You're talking to a human who understands that phone calls are hard.
That makes it less scary. We're both just people trying to communicate.
Exactly. The phone is just a tool, like email, like video. It doesn't have power over you. You have power over it. You choose when to answer. You choose what to say. You choose when to end. You are in control.
I am in control.
Yes. So next time your phone rings, take a breath. Remember your opening. Hello, this is Sarah. Claim the conversation. Use your prepared phrases. Ask for clarification when needed. Summarize at the end. And hang up, knowing you handled it.
I can do this.
You can. Start with easy calls. Practice with friends. Record yourself. Build the muscle. Phone competence comes from phone practice, not from hoping you'll magically feel better.
Practice, not magic.
Exactly. Now pick up that phone, make that call, answer that ring. You've got this.
I've got this.
Yes, you do. See you next time.